what did I just say? If I get cut off, and as soon as I said that, he cut me off. I said, people like Elon Musk, if I get cut off, and I was just about to say, he's listening and he's trying to stop me from saying what I'm about to say, and he literally cut me off. But I hit the thing wrong and didn't get back into the feed. So I've had to make this a part two, but I've literally just proved him right. I can use these against him in court. Oh my God. As I was saying, oh shit, I love it. People like Elon Musk think that they can commit the most atrocious acts of sins against innocence, like, what he does with kids and women, and then throw money. Oh, I'm going to donate money to this. You know how he's with Rupert Lowe? How he's offering to donate money for the grooming gang cases and that. They think that by doing that, it's going to save them from God's wrath, but it's not. You know how he's pretending to be a Christian now? God's cracking up. The more he does, the harder God hammers him. This is hilarious. I was just saying, people like Elon Musk, and I said, if I get cut off, and then he cut me off. So there, proving I'm right. That's the third time now that retard has walked right into God's trap. That's how dumb he is. He doesn't think. So he's pulled the tower down on himself. Oh my God, that's hilarious. So anyway, yeah. Just because you've got money and you do philanthropic things or charitable things with it, doesn't mean that it's going to win you favour with God, because God wants everyone to be wealthy. All he asks is that you make your money the right way, like honestly, morally, and you do good things with it when you've got it. But people like Elon Musk sacrifice children, like Celeste. They hurt children, they sexually abuse women, they treat women like crap, and then they think, and they make money through digging tunnels so that they can traffic the victims through. I keep saying, when people go missing, vanished off the face of the earth, and they can't find any trace of them, it's because they've taken them underground. And Elon Musk then opens his big mouth and goes, oh, look, I've built all these underground tunnels and underground highways, and we've got all these underground cities and that. Well, duh. So he's giving it away. So when your loved ones, if they go missing and you can't find them and the cops can't find a trace of them, look underground. They hide them in tunnels in the mountains and the canyons and everything. That's why I call them the Black Annis. Because the Black Annis kidnapped children and virgins and took them through the tunnels in the mountains and skinned them and wore their skin, and the tunnels led up to the houses to the castles of kings and that. So he's the Black Annis. That's why in Unorthodox he's the Manini. Is based out is after him. So it's just hilarious, because I was just saying, if I get cut off, it's Elon Musk, I'm right, because I say it every time, and then he went and cut me off, which means I'm telling the truth. They do it every time. So I just take evidence and I can use it against them in court, even though I know I'm being watched by the court people. They're all witnessing this, and he forgets that. He forgets he brought other people in to watch, but he's catching himself out. Because the last thing that he wants is for me to be with the man of my dreams to save children, because the second the man of my dreams and I connect, they all go to prison. They all get the death penalty. Elon Musk ends up getting arrested, and God was deciding, do we give him the death penalty or do we let him kill himself? And I think they're going to let him have some kind of drug and alcohol OD, because he drinks a lot of alcohol and takes so many drugs, it's only a matter of time. See that photo of him? This is what I meant to say. See that photo of him with his bad spastic haircut? that everyone's giving him shit about. Have you seen how blue his lips are in that photo? Have a look at that photo. I might even use it as I took a screenshot of my phone being cut off again. But I might use that photo of his bad haircut. Have a look at his lips. They are purple, which means lack of oxygen flowing through his circulatory system, which means his heart's playing up. And what I was told was he's going to go one of two ways. He'll either get the death penalty or it'll be drugs and alcohol that get him. And I think they've chosen drugs and alcohol. Because he takes like a massive cocktail of drugs and he gets so drunk that he says and does stupid things online that crack me up. Like Kit's word. You know, night world. Kit word. And oh, God. So, and the Reiki picture healing of doom. Like, oh, God. But anyway, what I didn't do the thing right to continue the feed. So this is going to be in 2 threads, unfortunately. But, yeah. So he's just basically... You've all witnessed what he's doing. You know he's doing what he's doing, and it's proving me right. He does not want me being with the man of my dreams. He doesn't want me being with my Moon King, because the second the Moon King and I connect, that one phone call, because when he called the other day, Elon Musk immediately shut my phone down, because he knows that one phone call ends up saving all those children, and people like him end up in prison, end up getting arrested, because then God wins. And they're trying to prove God wrong, because they're the Antichrist system. They're the Antichrist movement. They're the beast system. The coalition of Epsteiners, they're all the beast system. Mark of the beast. The EU leaders and Donald Trump and Keir Starmer and that, they're all part of the beast system. And I know the mark of the beast in the Bible was Lucifer, but Lucifer works for Molech. And who's Molech? Israel. Netanyahu. 9/11. COVID. The destruction of the British royal monarchy, going after all the royal bloodlines. You know, the Norwegian royal family is screwed. The Spanish royal family is screwed. You know, they're all walking, they've all, you know, ugh. But there's me. That's why I had to walk away from King Charles and Vladimir Putin, because the other two royal bloodlines didn't listen. And one's striking deals with Lucifer, and the other one didn't dissolve his parliament, and now they're all going down together. And I don't know what's going to happen to them. I genuinely have no idea what their fates are going to be, because they didn't do the right thing. They didn't do what God was asking them to do. I'm the only one that is doing what God asked. It's not to save, Vladimir's not saving children and doing the right thing by the children, but he was supposed to walk away from Lucifer, because I can't go there now. Because Lucifer's going to have mining rights and build hotels and golf courses, and he's going to be there, and I can't, I'm not allowed to engage. It's forbidden. Angels, archangels, God's imperial army, it's forbidden. We're not allowed to engage with devils and demons. And my protector's supposed to be, don't go to that region, that's where CERN is. Don't go there, that's where Davos is. Don't go there, that's where, you know, and don't go to this part of Germany, that's where that is. And don't go here, that's where that is. This person lives in this, you know, he's supposed to be my protector. He's supposed to be my eyes on the ground. And he just pulled the tower down on Valentine's Day. But the funny thing is, That's twice in, what, an hour or something, that Elon Musk has just walked into God's trap. And now I'm pretty sure, judging by the colour of his lips, you can see his skin's yellow, which is his liver, so it'll be from the alcohol. And his lips are purple, so his body's starting to shut down, so he's probably only got about a year left and then he'll be dead too. It'll be a drug and alcohol overdose. Last year, what I was told, and I even said to my man before all hell broke loose, like I actually said to him, you understand I'm here to take Elon Musk down. And I said, I've been told from, the whisper on the wind, the news upstairs is it's either going to be that he gets the death penalty or he's going to OD, have an OD. And I think they've chosen, judging by the colour of his skin, his yellow waxy skin, and his blue lips, it's going to be an overdose. So let's see what happens. He won't have long left. I mean, if you've seen that photo of his bad haircut, you look at his skin and you look at the colour of his lips, and because he's gotten really fat too, so his lymphatic system won't be working properly, because as far as I understood, he was taking Ozempic, but it's clearly not working, and that stuff kills you, it like destroys your kidneys and makes you go blind and that, so, but yeah, what an idiot. So he's just sealed his fate. Well done, Elon. Yay! What a retard. He's literally just walked into his own death penalty. he's just walked into his own execution. Oh, these people. But it makes me look good, though. So I don't know what's going to happen now. My fate has already been decided. My destiny has already been written out. Who the Moon King is now is going to be anyone's guess. He had it in the palm of his hand. He was right there. I was literally just about to knock on his door. I don't know what he wants from me. But, yeah, we'll just have to wait and see what happens now. Because this is why you don't mess with the occult. And Elon Musk, oh my God, that's three times in a week now. Was it a week? When did I have my Holy War the movie dream? We got... Oh God, anyway, so you've all just witnessed Elon Musk put his own noose around his neck. What an idiot. What an idiot. So we'll start hearing news. This is what I'm just being told. We're going to get news that he's been taken to hospital. Something's going to happen in the coming weeks. This is what I'm just being told from the Ministry of Souls upstairs. Something's going to happen in the next couple of weeks. We were going to find out Elon Musk has been taken to hospital. And he's going to start declining from there. Drugs and alcohol. His fate's been decided. He can't stop himself because he's an addict. And he thinks he's got it all under control, but everyone's watching what are they saying? He's rotting from the inside out. His cells have degenerated too much for them to even do the cloning thing, which is why he keeps trying to have lots of children. This is what they're saying. This is the download I'm getting. They can't clone him because his cells have degenerated too much. So he's trying to have lots of babies. But his children... Slow it down, please. The half of his children that are half him, all he's done is planted incomplete, degenerated cells into the healthy cells of healthy women. So he thinks by planting his cells into children, and having lots of babies, they'll be his clone, but he's planted degraded cells into the women. So they're only half healthy cells, and they're the healthy cells of the women. So all he's done is passed his degenerated cells onto children. So they're never going to be the best versions of him because he's passed on unhealthy cells. His chromosomes, they're degenerating. He's it's flashing so fast. The message is flashing so fast. I have to slow it down. His chromosomes are depleting, and it goes back 6 generations. So his father, his grandfather, his great-grandfather, his great-great-grandfather, his great-great-great-grandfather. Something happened with his great-great-great-grandfather that created unhealthy chromosomes that was then passed down through the male bloodline. Through the male bloodline, and so any children that they have will also be born with the same. It's like recessing DNA. That's what they're saying. The DNA is recessed. The DNA is going backwards, so they're de-evolving, which is why they sound so retarded, and they do retarded things like inbreeding, because that's the sign of unhealthy chromosomes. It's going back to Neanderthal. It's going back to, interesting. I've never heard that before. But it explains, it makes sense, eh? It makes perfect sense. The way he acts, the things he says, the things he does, the way he looks, it makes sense that he's got degenerating chromosomes. And because they're all related, aren't they? The Illuminati, they're all related. They're just one big mass global elite inbreeding program. So then they take the kids in there and they make babies with them, thinking that it's going to... You know how they brought Princess Diana in? How people say that Princess Diana married Charles to help have a healthier bloodline because of all the inbreeding within the royal family. It's like that. And I think he thought by having children with lots of women, it would save his chromosomes, pass his DNA onto... Because they keep saying they can't clone him because of his chromosomes. There's something wrong with his cells and they can't clone him. So he's having lots of babies, but all he's done is pass that on, the retarded cells, the closed off cells, the shut down cells, and it's like, oh, on X, like in 2023, 2024, I was saying that God said he was going to, all the people responsible for what's happening in the world now, like the coalition of Epsteiners, he was going to wipe their DNA from history. He was going to remove their DNA from history so that their chromosomes don't exist in the future. This is what's happening. Oh my God, this is what's happening. And it's happening with him. And Donald Trump, the ones where they have lots of children to lots of different women. or the ones where they have lots of children, who are the coalition of Epsteiners. So von der Leyen, she's got about 7 kids. I think Zelensky's got about 5 or 6. So if you're on the coalition of Epsteiners and you've got a lot of kids, you've been marked for your DNA to be wiped out. So that means like within the next 6 generations, you will no longer exist within your genetic bloodline. You'll be wiped out. Because, of course, it's the battle of two worlds. The quantum menace battle of two worlds. And I'm stepping into the new world. I'm creating the new world and the old world is dying. And of course we have wormholes and we have black holes. And the ones who go the way of the old world go the way of the black hole. Like in the quantum menace, how the abyss, how Art Morder gets in his team, when the illusionist and Meltdown and the quantum menace pull the arena back to reveal they're standing over the abyss, they fall into the abyss and go the way of turn into nothingness. They dissolve and become nothing. They evaporate. Because that's the metaphor for what God said was going to happen to them. And now it looks like that's what's happening to Elon Musk on a genetic level. So his grandkids will probably end up with if not his children, his grandkids will be born with like disabilities. Like brain things and disabilities, and that his kids are going to start having health issues when they're older. The only thing that might save them is the strength of the chromosomes of the mother. But some of the women he's bred with aren't right in the head. And we know one of them, certainly not talking about Ashley, but the one that was talking about the cannibalism and the cloning and all of that, not right in the head. So now it all makes sense. And I would never have figured this out if the 1111 code hadn't popped up and Elon Musk hadn't shut my phone down twice. He's literally just walked himself into his own devolution. So what I'm being told to let you know is he's going to end up in the hospital soon. We're going to find out he's had to go to hospital for something. He was in an ambulance. He's been taken to hospital. And then we'll start slowly watch his decline and he's going to die. Elon Musk has been marked for death by God. X marks the spot. Mark my words. Well done, Elon Musk. You couldn't leave it alone. He walked right, that's 3 times in a week now, he's walked right into God's trap. Didn't listen the first time, didn't listen the second time, now God's got him. In full view of everybody watching. So Elon Musk is marked for death, now we know. I'll put that picture up for the thumbnail, but you'll know what I'm talking about because everyone's making fun of him online. But look at his lips and the colour of his skin and how waxy his skin is. That means his lymphatic system's shutting down, his liver's shutting down, and his heart's having trouble pumping blood around his body. Which makes sense because, he's saying things that are all... And people keep saying he's talking like he's delusional. That lack of oxygen to the brain. Because his body's starting to shut down. He's starting to degrade. He's rotting, basically. He's a living corpse, is what I'm trying to say. A zombie. Night of the Black Sun, the zombie apocalypse. So there you go. So I'm going to go and have me another coffee now. I don't know what this means for my Moon King and I. I really don't. But my fate is sealed. I know what I'm doing. But this is why you don't mess with the occult people, and this is why you don't mess with me, Elon Musk. So, pick your coffin out, or will you get cremated? Because you like fire, don't you? Burning ring of fire, poor Celeste Rivas Hernandez. So Elon Musk's been marked for death. Let's see what happens. I'll speak to you later. Ka kite anō.